Good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Keto Mom page. My name is Stephanie, and we are going to dive into the conversation about decisions. Are you a decision maker or are you indecisive? It is super important. It's super important for any area of your life to be decisive, to make decisions. We're on chapter 21 of the book that we're going through this morning called The Pursuit, which we've been going through all month. If you want to continue, if you want to go back and look at all the other chapters we've done, you can go to 𝘄𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗵𝗏. We have a blog, 𝘄𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗵𝗏, or a website. I don't know. Maybe they're one and the same, where you can get recipes. You can click on book club. You can go look for how to get started in this lifestyle. So if you've missed anything in the past, this page has been around for 7 years. Is today the 23rd? I think today is the day that we ordered our very first pack of ketones. I'm going to have to talk about it later. I'm pretty sure today was the day that changed our life forever. Only one thing. I mean, clearly my children and my marriage and my relationship with Jesus is way more important. But I just was oh, anyways, squirrel. All right. I wish I could show you what's going on the other side of the camera. We've got sausages out of the air fryer. We've got a crazy table full of clay. And then I look in my bedroom, which is on the other side of the house, full of laundry and my amazing kids just sitting here being so peaceful. I can't show you it because it looks like a mess. It's called real life. All right, but we are going through this book. So I want to know if you are reading the book or if you've taken anything away. Share what your biggest takeaway from the book is, or maybe lives, or maybe just share one of your biggest takeaways in life after being on this page. Is there anything that you've learned that you'd like to share with other people? Because we're going through the book, my hope is that it helps you with your mindset to keep moving forward, knowing that the only way you fail is if you quit, but it's important to work on your mindset. Today's chapter is chapter 21. It's called Success is a Decision. I actually loved it. And he says this: your destiny is not a matter of chance, it's a matter of choice. We talk on here often about the choices that you make. Every day, you get up and you choose to either get up with your alarm clock or hit the snooze. That's a choice. If you hit the snooze, you choose to either be behind on the rest of your day. You choose everything that you drink from the morning you get up, from the morning until you go to bed. You choose the food that you eat. You choose to skip the gym or you choose to go to the gym. Oh dear, there's a fly. You choose every day, which ultimately gets you to the goals that you want to achieve or not, right? There's people use excuses and they use things of why they can't or why they won't, or I just don't know. And I'm listen, every day before you make a decision, I'm picking at the back of my head, you have a choice every single day to give yourself am I going to choose A or B? Yes or no? Better option, not a very good option. I'm going to charge forward. I'm going to make an excuse. It's up to you. I can't do it for you. And so here's what he says about decisions. He says, indecisions will paralyze the flow of your faith. For faith demands a decision before it can work. He says, the more somebody does this for, back up. He tells the story, and that part didn't go along with this part of it. But here's the book. If you're asking, oftentimes people are what book are you reading? There's one guarantee for a way to not grow in life. We talk about growing or dying. You're never just maintaining. You're either working on becoming better by self-development, by personal development, by being around like-minded people, by the conversations that you have, or things like plugging into this crazy thing that has not been on for a while and is not going to be on for a while because of our amazing daughter whose brain is healing. Do you sit in front of the TV? Do you waste half of your day? Are you growing from other people and being mindful of the decisions and the books and the people you're learning from? Or are you just being complacent? One or the other, right? There's one guaranteed way to not grow, and that is to be indecisive. He says, meet the little problems and the opportunities of your life with a decision. The most unhappy people we know are the ones who never make a decision. What about you? Do you feel like you're a decision maker, or are you indecisive? I love it. Our kids are making clay stuff. If you watch my stories, you'll see all of their clay creations. So be decisive, even if it means you might be wrong sometimes. Are you a decision maker, or have you found yourself going, I don't know, and out of fear or the unknown, you just don't decide. And it's okay to have an awareness of, oh yeah, that's me. I actually need to make more decisions. I need to step out and do something rather than grab all this knowledge and grab all the wisdom and never doing anything. He says, as soon as you decide to do something with your life will change, but it's going to require getting out of your comfort zone, stepping out and doing things even if it's wrong, right? He says, but more importantly than that, the way that you see yourself and the way that you think about yourself. He says, people see you as the way that you think. People see us the way that they think we are. But most important, that doesn't make sense. I actually didn't read the story. I should probably do more underlining. This chapter I didn't underline very much. The book is great. But I did underline that for a reason. All right, success is never easy, but it's easier than failure. You've got to live with that all of your life. Success always follows a decision. So here's your awareness for you. Here's just a thought for you today. Am I a decision maker? Am I an excuse maker? Am I a decision maker? Do I just sit and wait for other people to make decisions for me? I feel like I'm a decision maker, maybe probably sometimes more quickly than I should be. But here's the last thing that I want to give you to take into your day and just to take a thought about. He says, based on the decisions that we make, there are really only two kinds of people. You have to decide. You don't have to share below. If you want to, you can. He says, those who are willing to take responsibility and do whatever it takes to make something happen, and those who are willing to take whatever they can get. He says there are givers and there are takers. The givers always end up on the top because it's God's rule. He says you cannot outgive God. God's rule is the more that you give, the more that you're going to get. The more that you take, the more that you're going to lose. The more important thing is this. We've got to be willing. Are you going to be willing to dream and to not let anybody steal your dreams? When your dreams are gone, you're dead. There's no life. There's no hope. You just kind of exist. Do not let that be you. And think about it. Are you a giver? Are you a taker? Oftentimes we say, what you give, you have forever. Clearly, I've got, you guys, my house is an ever-flowing door of people. I love it. And then it makes my dogs go crazy. And I just love that even more. But I don't know if there wasn't somebody over here yesterday at all. Right. I think our door is revolving all the time. It's great. Except for during a live. All right, last thing. Be decisive, even if it means that you'll sometimes be wrong. A key to your future is that you can still choose. You can still decide what you commit yourself to be, what you commit yourself to be willing to change you from, what you commit yourself to be will change you from what you are into what you're going to become. Decisions determine your destiny. I love it. I love this book. I love the thoughts that it gives you. I love the all right, once you make a decision, the universe conspires to make it happen. I don't love it saying that. I'm like, listen, once you make a decision, God's like, all right, you made a decision, let's go. Right? It takes action. I don't use the word universe. Don't get mad at me. I just don't. God created the universe. It's great. So, got a strong stance on that. Anyways, this book is great. I love it. Super helpful. It is helping you just to have an awareness of different areas of your life. I would love it if you just kicked the dog outside. We've got 4 dogs. We've got 4 daughters. If you're brand new, you can post new below. Why do we have 4 dogs? I don't know. There's a long story behind it. It was not my decision. If it was my decision, they are so cute that we can't get rid of them because it's been too long. But in general, I would choose to not have any dogs. I know. You can call me heartless. It's like I don't know. I have too many things to take care of besides these dogs, which are so great.
They are so great. Don't let her fool you. She is in love with them.
I'm in love with them. My kids say that I'm in love with them.
She loves them.
I love my children.
I will post all of the pictures of her snuggling.
You guys. Now, let's just talk real life real quick. How are you doing? How are you doing for real? So I love to go through books because I'm like, you can read a book, you can feel inspired, you can feel motivated, But did you know that I've heard this quote before, motivation is temporary, inspiration lasts forever. What's the difference? What motivates you? Because isn't it interesting how you can be so motivated and all of a sudden you can be like squirrel and then like have an emotion to something that makes you feel crabby and then all of a sudden you're like lost your motivation, right? So it is an interesting thought of like, what do you need inside of you that no matter what comes up, somebody knocks on my door, my dogs go crazy, my laundry's constant, like what keeps you inspired to keep going? I would love to know your answer. For me, it's this inner, like, I love to see people succeed. I love to see progress. I love to like the feeling of, yes, I did it. I'm naturally, I don't really need a lot of people to inspire me. I just do myself. But most likely comes with reading books and being around people. But some people aren't like that. So anyways, my daughter's looking at me like she doesn't want it. She's taking her last test for high school. I mean, her freshman year. She's like, you know, like the end of the year test that we didn't do and now we're doing. All right, I'm going to let you go because I'm going to get back to our amazing life because it is amazing. Reach out if you have any questions. Reach out and ask questions about ketones or keto or how to get started or food. Or if you just need anything, go to ketomomsecrets.com or send me a message. Our days have been pretty busy, so I do mean to come on in the afternoons. Yesterday didn't happen. Today hopefully will happen. But for real, there's so many videos and content for the last 7 years that I'm here to help. Send me a message, you will get an answer. So I hope you guys have a great day. Continue to tune in. I'd love for you to press the share button. You're sweet. You're very welcome. Sharing is caring. Yes. So, all right. We'll talk to you guys very soon. I appreciate you. Bye.